Make sure you start recording.
Last session, we had a bit of a shambles. So we are going. Some of the story is going to remain. The way that it's going to pan out is a bit different. So everything that happened at the start of the session until the boat reached the other boat on the canal, until the Barabelli reached this stranded ship, all of that happened. So Runk has been washed away by the current. Whittled is out somewhere in the forest. You guys have been sailing up the river, so on and so forth. The only thing that is being written out is the section where Romulo and Ruiz were on the boat fighting the mutants. That part has been written out. Everything else is still as it was.
Okay. It's Romulo, but okay.
I'm going to pronounce it wrong on purpose, and you can deal with it. Right. So, you guys...
Lord Melon all over again.
Yeah,
Lord you want to do a bit more of a recap for the video?
I suppose so, yeah, because we didn't actually record it, did we?
No.
So, the characters left Bogenhafen, being chased by the law. Because of Runk and Whittold's actions in Bogenhafen, the rest of the party, being Antarius, Kernt, and Erwin at the time, decided to abandon them in Bogenhafen and sailed on. Whether or not Kernt was trying to get them to rendezvous with them somewhere else is up for debate. It's not entirely clear, but the end result was that Runk and Whittold never managed to get back on board the Barabelli, and Runk's fate is unknown, and Whittold is currently on the run from the law. The story follows the rest of the characters as they are on the Barabelli, making their way up the River Bogen back towards the Weisbruck Canal, where they are intending to travel back towards Altdorf, I believe. Is your next main destination.
Back to Altdorf.
Along the river, you have come across what seems to be a decrepit and shipwrecked river barge of a similar build and class to the Barabelli. Though there are no signs of any crew members on board, and as the Barabelli pulls up nearby, alongside it. What did I call him? Oh my god, I've actually forgotten the name of... what's his name? The Scouse fella. What's he called?
Joe?
Joseph, that's one. Oh my god, how did I forget that? I forgot Joseph's name. Yeah, Joseph is looking quite disturbed and concerned about this as he pulls up alongside the vessel. Right, Siegfried, can you go and get the grapples and see if we can pull her up alongside? See if we can latch on. We need to find out what's going on here.
Do you get many of this happen along the route, Pete?
Certainly not common, but it's not the first time that I've seen it.
You did say that this looked like it was heavy laden with cargo, didn't you?
Yes, it does.
Yep, I'm running to get the grapples then.
Well, if I weren't mistaken, I did remember hearing some rather bestial noises further down the stream before we came across this. Be it bandit or beast, I don't know.
Well, let's certainly keep an eye out. How about we send 2 people across onto the other boat, and the rest of you can stand guard here. Well, I'm not going to tell you lot what to do, but we need to check the salvage on this ship because it might be valuable.
Well, I'll go across so we can get a good eye on the salvage.
Well, I'm staying on the ship because I don't know, my bows might fall through any moment now.
I would stay on the boat.
I'm pretty sure I still have 1 hit point.
Yeah, you're not in a good condition, I believe.
Yeah, so Antarius is just kind of passed
Antarius
out.
is on 1 wound out of 17. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How's everyone else doing? Kernt's a bit banged up.
That's also I've got like flux and fatigue and all that shit.
Oh, actually, Liam, because you've put my character as one of the crew of the Berabelli, do you want to give him any injuries from the fight that Kern took part in on the Berabelli?
No, that was
just
sufficient. That was a
me, Joe.
sufficient amount of time ago that you will have been
Okay.
able to have enough long rests. So no, that'd be fine.
Cool.
So the ship pulls up alongside. Siegfried, can you make a average ballistic skill test to see if you can secure the grapple to the shipwrecked boat floating
Ballistic skill.
on the tributary? Yeah. You spin the rope and launch it over the side, and manage to catch it onto the freeboard of the other vessel. Hauling on it, you manage to bring the Berabelli up alongside, and you tie it off to hold it in place. Anybody who is on the deck, please make a difficult perception test.
Well, after I finish tying off the grapple, I'm just going to draw my bow because of those noises.
Okay.
Do you want me to do a more difficult perception test because I'm doing that, or?
No.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
Did we actually pass that?
Kernt and Siegfried, as you're pulling up the vessel alongside, some of you are getting ready to go across, Kernt and Siegfried notice that unusually for this tributary, there are no fish in the water whatsoever. This is not normal. Normally, you'd be able to see some kind of freshwater fish making their way along the tributaries. They're usually quite rich along the River Bogan.
And are the
Maybe-
horses on the Berabelli still distressed?
They still look a little bit agitated. Not as much as they were, but still a bit.
hey Joe, it's not a overfishing crisis over here, is there?
Not that I've heard of. Why?
It's fucking. Usually you can see a good trout in there. They're always skimming up.
You make a point, actually. Normally, there's a lot of fish around here.
This is the main route, innit?
It's a river, not a canal, right?
It is a tributary on a river.
Okay.
So this tributary leads up towards the Grey Mountains.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna knock my bow, just because that spooked me.
Okay.
Animals usually have a keener sense in danger than us.
Yeah, as you can, and the horses are still spooked.
Horses are never great on water. I know what you mean.
This goes beyond that.
Right. We need to find out if anybody's alive on that ship.
Do we want anybody alive on that ship?
What do you mean?
Well, if there's people alive on that ship, then they would have a claim to the cargo, would they not?
Do we not have a short-term party ambition?
I don't
No, not right now.
No, I think so,
in which
no.
case,
make it to Altdorf or something.
making it to Altdorf probably makes sense. Yeah. So
Okay.
we can make that the short-term ambition. That's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, Joe.
Right. So is Siegfried going across onto the vessel?
Yes, however, I'm ready in action to fire my arrow into anything that looks like it threatens.
There you go,
threatening.
Siegfried. Don't worry, I'll cover your back here. I'll load my crossbow as well, and just sitting offside.
Sounds like you're loading your bowl. So you make your way onto the other vessel. It's very quiet. It looks like the anchor has been dropped. As you get on
Okay.
board, nothing like springs out at you. You're not attacked. You're not surprised.
Alright, in that case, I'll ease the tension out of my bow. Don't want to damage it.
See, I'm still on the fucking Berabelli.
Mhm.
Like, looking at this side of the other ship, do I see the anchor's down? You said?
Yep.
Does it seem like anything's went up the anchor?
Make a difficult perception test again.
Where's the anchor on the boat, and where am I in relation to it?
Hang on, I'll give you a little visual here.
Cunt's blind, don't worry.
Oh, what the hell? Why don't you have a token? Hang on. Let me sort
That's
that
weird.
out. Give me a minute.
So I'm on the north side of the boat, though. Is that right?
Yes, you are. Just give me a sec. So, that should, in theory, giving you a token. Yep.
Yep. Alright, so where's the anchor on the boat? I'll walk over to there.
Hang on. Alright, token vision. So everyone should be able to see this map, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the anchor is here, just at the stern of the vessel.
I'm going to walk over there and just see if there's anything exceptionally wet, more so than you'd expect on a boat travelling.
Okay, is anybody else getting on board this other vessel? Or is everyone else staying in the Bear Belly?
I'm staying in the bear belly.
Okay, so the man's going over on his own.
Is it?
There's profit involved, of course I'm going over.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the rest of you, Kent, you made your perception test, didn't you? Okay. Yeah, Kent, you're like leaning over and you're looking at the anchor. You don't see anything particularly odd about it from what you can tell. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. Obviously, you can't see the anchor beneath the water, but the line that it's attached to, the chain, seems to be fine.
Looks like there's been no outer damage to the hull there, Siegfried. You see any wet boots?
I'm looking.
Siegfried, you make your way over towards the capstan for the anchor, and just as you make your way there, and you lean on the freeboard to inspect it, and you see a bit of slime on the capstan. Looks glistening and it's wet.
I'm just going to shout over. There seems to be some sort of slime.
Can you
Maybe
make
it's all
a
the
can you make
fish.
a difficult dodge test, please?
Dodge. What am I dodging?
Well,
Bullshit.
you've whatever it is you're dodging, it's not going to end out well for you.
Yeah.
As Siegfried turns around to yell at the rest of the people on the Bear Belly that he's found some slime, you see, as he turns his head to talk to you, a large tentacle looms out of the water behind the ship, wraps around his waist, and yanks him overboard.
Oh, shit.
God.
Kraken!
Do I need to... Do I need to
Kraken
roll
on
up
the
a new
tribute,
character?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Can I use a
to
point of
leave it on
fortune
this.
to re-roll that test, though?
Yeah, sure, you can use a point of fortune if you want. It's not fucking helped.
Yank.
Oh well, it was worth the try.
With a heavy splash, the large man is pulled under the water, smothered in a handful of by like 6 more tentacles as they all start wrapping around you as you thrash in the water, trying to break free. What does everyone on the Berry Belly do? I assume everyone's on deck. Well, except for Antares. Antares is asleep, I think.
Yeah, like I'm just too fucked up to really do anything. I'll just keep it in the boat at the moment.
I guess I'm going to not aim at any of the tentacles because I feel like I'm going to hit Siegfried, but I'm just going to guesstimate where like the main mass of this creature is and shoot into the water.
Okay. Ooh, that's a
that's
spicy
possible.
one. What are you shooting with? A crossbow?
Yeah, my crossbow.
Right. That's going to be a hard ballistic skill test. And if you roll a critical fail, you will hit Siegfried.
Okay.
Suppose I should be glad that is only a critical fail.
Here we go.
Shit, how do I roll my ballistics again? It's the... Shit,
I
how
think,
do
in
roll-
fact, wait just a second, because I can actually let you target it. Hang on a minute,
Oh.
because I can do a little something here. If we just pull that out. There we go. So, where's Kern? There he is. Right, so Kern, you're over here, but you're on the barrel
I'm on the
belly.
beer belly.
You're on the barrel belly. It's just not on the map.
Just Christ.
So anything really on that last layer of water is at the bare belly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see you should be able to see the mutant.
I see Camel.
You don't see the.
I can see the mutant, the little grey thing next to him.
Yeah, it should be next to Siegfried.
No, it's an empty square.
Empty square.
It's an empty square.
Yeah, I definitely see it. Is it just set so the people with the token... Hang on. Can he move his token a little bit further to the
Does
That
right?
count as the wall?
If I do that.
Does that... Can you see that, like, now?
No, I don't see it.
What on earth?
What?
That's very odd.
Can you force target it for him?
I guess I can't see. I can't look through the water.
That's really weird. I don't know why that would be.
Just my guy. Yeah,
Well, I'll just shoot it for you. Hang on a minute.
that's fine.
There you
But
go.
if it's a crap roll, I'm blaming
Oh
you.
my fucking god, you hit it. Champion stuff.
Current the sharpshooter.
As I'm doing that, I'm shouting at everyone to get harpoons or spears. Spears and shields! Spears and shields!
Hang on a minute. Let me just check what's going on here.
I don't even see the picture on the chat bar of the mutant. It's just like
What?
it's just like that default ping, where it's like a blank king with the little hill picture at the top right.
I
Oh,
thought
well,
it was a squid, but when you zoom in, it's actually pretty disturbing.
I'll refresh my Foundry.
Oh yeah, that is disturbing.
That's pretty cool, though.
Oh god, yeah.
Alright, so it cannot oppose that test. You're going to deal some damage to it.
Just quickly refreshing, joining in again.
You think it's got an ink sac?
I wonder if I can sell that ink sac if it has one.
I see it. I see it now.
Well done.
Oh jeez.
Okay, so who else is on the deck at the moment? I think it's
Joseph.
Erwin?
Yeah, I'm up here. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of it. Like, Joseph is up there. Let me see if I can get Joseph. Hang on a minute.
Whilst it's grabbing me, can I get a sense of how large this tentacled monster is?
It's about the same size as you. It's a mutant. It used to be a
Okay,
person,
cool.
but it's got many, many tentacles.
Okay,
Failed too many corruption rolls.
that's where you're heading, isn't it?
Okay, so it's just Kern's go. Right, so Siegfried, you are currently,
Entangled.
yeah, you are entangled. Yes.
Okay,
So
well,
you have the option to try to break out of the entanglement. But
I'm
otherwise,
gonna-
I don't think there's much that you can do when you're being grappled. Apart from that, the only downside for you is that you have a -10 because you're currently underwater.
well, with my offhand, I'm going to draw my dagger and just try and stab the tentacles that are strangling me to get away.
Oh, while held underwater, the usual -10 penalty for actions taken while entangled becomes -20 instead. Holy fuck!
Wow,
Oh,
that's
okay.
brutal.
So what is it I need to do to break free of the entanglement?
Making a character.
So you can attempt to grapple with it at a -20. You can attempt to just attack it with a sword, spear, or dagger. That you need to use a thrusting weapon. but these suffer a -2 damage penalty.
So those are my options. Attack it.
Attack it, try to break the grapple, or cry.
Well, I'm obviously going to try and break the grapple. So
Okay.
that's a strength test at -20.
It's going to be an opposed strength test at -20, yes.
This is going to go well. Hard.
Oh dear.
Where's a... So nothing happens then.
I don't think so. Let me just quickly check the Warhammer book. Give me a minute. Control F.
So, if you begin your turn grappling, you may break the grapple if you have higher advantage than your opponent. Otherwise, you must take an opposed strength test for your actions. If you win, you can do one of the following. If you lose the opposed test, you can do nothing, but your opponent gains 1 advantage.
Give your opponent entangled condition or remove an entangled condition for yourself. Okay. If you lose the opposing test, you can do nothing but struggle as the opponent gains 1 advantage. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's my turn then.
Okay. So, meanwhile, up on the deck of the Barabelli, Erwin, you are watching this crew member get fucking drowned by a tentacled mutant.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Pretty terrible.
What can I actually do about that? That's the question. Let's see. What can do the man's... What? No, what the fuck is that over to the left of the current?
That's Joseph.
Oh, that's Joe.
Oh, Joseph. Joseph has a really wide mouth. Joseph almost got shot.
He does
Just
have a very
see.
wide mouth, doesn't he? Jesus.
I suppose we'll be doing something
Is that
about
Joe?
the...
He doesn't look scoused at all.
Well, how
He
can
looks
you
like a real
look
friendly
scoused?
guy.
What were you expecting?
A chav.
Like a Liverpool top and a rollie.
I don't really have a lot that could reach over there. I mean, I guess I could cast a spell. Yeah, we're on the Barabelli. Yeah. Let's do a chain attack. This is like chain
I mean, I
lightning,
think-
basically.
Chain
Oh, God.
lightning.
Chain lightning
God.
on
Yeah,
a
it's,
grappling. Yeah.
Oh, he's
okay.
grappling. Yeah, that's right. He's grappling. Let's not. Let's actually just not.
I mean, as long as it's not electricity based, I'm sure I'll be fine.
It's Oh, okay. No, this is totally safe. This is totally safe.
Why do I not believe this?
Yeah. This only leaps if it reduces them to 0 wounds. So let's do it. Let's attempt this shadowy lightning chain attack thing. My single attack that I can actually do at this range.
So chain attack of shadow. Okay, so you need a CN of 6. Okay.
Mhm.
So you probably want to channel it first, I think. Do you not?
Yeah, let's channel it.
Yeah, it's +2.
Cool.
Oh, I see. So if you go on your magic tab now, I'm starting to understand how this works. If you go on your magic tab, you can see that it's now recorded that you've like channeled.
Yeah,
two
it
success levels.
adds the 2. It's pretty nice.
Do you get an advantage for that?
I don't believe he does.
I don't think so. I think that just raw goes to the roll later.
Yeah.
Also, he'd lose that advantage at the end of the round anyway because he hasn't caused a wound.
Yeah, it sort of
Yeah,
works
good
like
point.
advantage. It's just like a stacking kind of thing.
So can you like channel, chill for a bit, and do other stuff, and then suddenly just burst out this like channeled spell, or does he have to like keep channeling?
I think he has to
can.
keep channeling.
I think you have to keep maintaining the channeling, but you can. I don't know, because I'm remembering it in second edition. I know it was like a half action, like you could actually do stuff while channeling. I don't know if that's the same in this one.
So, channeling tests. Interruptions. Concentrating is vital when channeling. If you're distracted by anything, or suffer a minor miscast, lose all SL you have accrued in the extended channeling test so far. So I would assume that as soon as he started doing something different, his concentration would automatically
Right.
lost, but that would be his choice to lose his concentration on the channeling.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so I'm channeling.
Okay, that's fine. So this mutant is it's going to keep strangling you.
Oh god.
Oh, whoops, targeting the wrong person there. There we go.
Where's Runk when you need him?
So, it's going to keep
That's
grappling you.
important.
Oh my lord.
What can I use to oppose this? Because he's grappling me. I don't think I can dodge, can I?
Strength.
Strength only.
Yeah, oppose strength.
Oh god.
That is
I'm
all you can do.
So dead.
Ooh. So, it can either give you more entangled or deal SB plus SL. What is SB? Strength bonus.
Yep.
Plus
Yeah.
success. Okay. So
that would be 9 damage at this point.
9 damage. You ignore any armor points. Holy fucking shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So is he good doing that to damage me?
He is.
Woo! I'm almost dead.
Ow. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so the rest of you can see Siegfried thrashing desperately in the water.
Is my head still above water at this point?
No, it is not. But like it's like thrashing you around. Like sometimes your leg or your hand will come above the water as it like thrashes and tosses you around, like, wrenching your muscles.
What is it for how long I can last underwater? Is it my toughness bonus rounds?
It's
or
your
something
toughness
like that?
bonus in rounds, and then you start suffering wounds.
Woo! I've got one more round before I start to die.
Jesus.
Joseph yells in alarm, and he he starts running towards the cargo hold, and he goes inside, and then he comes out with a harpoon
Thank you, Joseph.
and a knife between his teeth.
He's just ready to go. He's going Rambo.
I don't lose any crew on my ship, he yells and jumps into the water.
Joe!
God! Jesus Christ, Joseph.
What a virtuous soul.
Kern.
Based.
He's my only friend left.
Holy crap.
This fat man just goes full Rambo and jumps into the water with a harpoon and a knife. He's ready to go.
He's like, oh, I've seen this before.
I know how this goes.
Ugh.
Kern, what we doing?
Right.
Your crossbow is not loaded. You need to reload it if you want to use it.
I guess I don't have. I don't know. Try and just attack him again, or I can try and help. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just playing it safe. I'm just gonna reload and shoot him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fuck. Where's my weapons? So I hit the crossbow and it should reload, and then I'll do it again.
I mean, it's an action to reload, so you wouldn't be shooting it this turn, I don't think.
Oh, I can't reload then shoot. No.
I don't believe so. No, I think it's an action to reload. We'll double check real quick. Combat. Ranged combat.
If that's the case, I should just like find the biggest one-shot gun weapon I can get.
I think it
Hand
falls
cannon.
under the.
It's a flaw in the weapons in the
It falls
consumer
under
guide.
the reload quality, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if we just have a quick look. So weapon inside to reload.
flaws.
An unloaded weapon with this flaw requires an extended ranged test for the appropriate weapon group, scoring 1 SL to reload. If you are interrupted while reloading, you must start again from scratch.
And as it's a test he needs to take, that's an action.
Pretty sure. Isn't there a talent you can get?
Yeah,
Yes,
there is.
there is a talent.
Dead, so
Be right
that's
back.
right cool. Never mind dead.
Yeah,
I
rapid
guess-
reload lets you reduce one amount of times you have to reload.
Alright, I'm gonna just reload my bow. I can't do shit.
Yeah, you can reload ranged weapons with practiced ease. You add SL equal to your level in rapid reload to any test to reload a ranged weapon.
Okay, I'm just reloading my bow then. First turn. It's loaded.
Wait, so is it not the case that since he's succeeded in that test, he can now shoot it? Because if he failed the test, then it
I
would
mean,
take him
the
longer.
only rules that interact with this is down to DM discretion, but it says, usually speaking, any action taken, so i.e. whenever you need to roll a test, is the actual action, whilst the free action would not require a test, and you only get one action per turn.
Okay.
That's the only time it interacts. Which is why it doesn't say. All it just says is he takes the test, and I believe the rules assume that taking a test is your action. But that's down to your discretion as DM.
Just reloading the. What is it? Is it just.
But crossbows, depending on the weight, tend to take a couple of minutes to actually reload.
Depends on the crossbows, right?
Yeah, depends on the crossbow.
But that shit isn't in. It just says crossbow, so. Yeah.
Even the lighter crossbows, you could generally get 2 or 3 shots off with a bow before you'd reloaded it. Or at least a skilled archer would. Yeah, it's DM discretion on this. You could say if he meets over an excess amount of SL for the reload test, he can use that to actually fire it. Or something like that. Because he did
If
roll
the
really
SL
well on the reload test.
Yeah, if the SL is greater than the reload rating gets reload, I think I should do it that way. And the reason I think that is because otherwise, like, weapons of reload are just garbage.
Yeah.
Like, they're just complete trash
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense, right? That, like, you would need to make a skill test in order to get it reloaded quickly, so that you can do it in time. And if you failed, you took too long, and then it's not reloaded, and then you have to wait till your next turn. That's fine.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's like, why wouldn't everyone just use a bow? Like, because a bow doesn't have to reload.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the actual weapons with the reload tend to be a lot more powerful than the bow.
They're not though. A crossbow is not.
They do. The crossbow does quite a bit of damage, though. I think, doesn't it? Isn't it like 10
Plus
just
9.
standard?
The crossbow does more standard damage than the actual bow, and the bolts are the same though.
Does the bow need training, or does the crossbow need training at all?
They both take training themselves. There's not real much difference in the training.
So yeah,
It's
okay.
just-
So the thing about the crossbows is they do. So heavy crossbows are pretty good.
Yeah, heavy
and they make
crossbows
sense
are
in
really
that
good.
regard. So the damage that they do is like +9. So it's going to be when you do damage of a crossbow, it'll be the success level +9.
The heavy crossbow actually does quite a bit more damage than
Yeah, 'cause of
+9
its
because of the
because of its
damaging quality.
Whereas the bow is strength bonus +3. So if Kernt was using a bow, for example,
I mean, you could rule it that a reload 1 can be reloaded and shot in the same turn, because those that are reload 1 tend to be quite quick to be reloaded, don't they?
right? Oh, I kind of understand now actually. So like, if Kernt was using a longbow, he would be doing 6 damage plus success with a single shot. With a crossbow, he's doing +9.
Yeah.
Right. So actually, the crossbow is pretty strong.
That's what I'm saying, but that's also what I'm saying, because the reload 1 is quite a quick
Okay,
one
I'll
to
tell you,
reload.
tell you what I'll do. Right, this will be my house rule for this. Right, if it has the reload quality, and on the ballistic skill test you get more than double,
Okay,
you will be able
That
to
sounds
use it
fair.
on the same turn.
that sounds like
So
a good house
that's
rule
like
to me.
that's like a skilled reload. So
Right.
like, you've done it really well, which means you can shoot really quickly. Right. So in your case, like you would need to get above 2, because it's more than double. Right. So as a reload 1, you need to get 3+. Does that make
Do you
sense?
want to just make it double then? Because a reload 2, he wouldn't be possible on most cases.
You think that's balanced?
I think that's balanced enough, and we
Okay,
can
well,
always
we'll
change
try
it
it.
later.
We'll try it and we'll see if it gets OP. Alright, so if you score double the reload value, so 2+ for a reload 1 or 4+ for a reload 2, you can use it in the same time. Okay, alright. So carry on.
But that has to be on the first test for reloading,
Yeah, that has
doesn't
to be
it?
on the first test for reloading it.
So I got the +3, so I can shoot then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good shit. Right. Let's shoot this motherfucker. I can target him. No, it's T. Yeah. Oh, this is for a miss. Watch. Oh!
Oh!
Well, apparently you've decided to nail him.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Hurt the sharpshooter over here.
Gain
Got
advantage.
inspired by Whittle.
You should have had 2 advantage by now, actually. There you go.
Did you think of Whittled as you plummed him? And, like,
Yeah.
did a moment of guilt run through your head?
No, you showed me where to get the crossbow, so every
Wow,
shot.
what's this
goes
So,
music?
at me.
Siegfried, this is your last round underwater before you start drowning.
Yeah. I'm realizing how futile it is to try and escape, so I'm just going to take that dagger and try and stab him in the face with it.
Okay. Do you want a fortune point that one?
I would.
It's not a good
Yes, I think I need to.
Oh!
start. Siegfried.
Well, that turned around. Not gonna lie, you had us in the first half.
How does it the first
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
At least I passed.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Joe, save me. Save me, Joe.
Yeah,
So,
you're used
Sigrid,
to mock a rump and his relentless attacks, but
on Sigrid's next turn, you will start suffering 1 wound per round as you drown.
I'm not sure I'll even last it that
So on the
What?
first round of drowning, you lose 1 wound. On the second round of drowning, you lose 2 wounds. On the third round, you lose 2. So,
etc.
That's how drowning works, everyone.
Watch how the mutant just suddenly goes under the water and like a fucking mohawk just rises like a shark.
In my head, the whole like Sonic underwater, like drowning music is playing for you.
My bro used to hide from that because it was scary.
Owen,
Merwin.
it's your go.
Yes.
What have you got for us?
We're casting this spell.
Save me.
Don't forget, if you use Warp Stone, you can double the SR.
Does he have any left, or did we?
I think I have.
Trappings. No, he actually ran out. He used it.
I used it. Yeah.
Although Kern might have some.
Anyway.
No, he
I
doesn't.
think I might have. I think Lorne might have
I
forced
think Lorne
Kurt to
might
give it all.
have disposed of it. Yeah.
What? The
Okay.
Warpstone?
Are you feeling spicy enough to get 4 success levels?
I am. I would like to target the monster, but
My boy.
Yeah. So
are
hover
you-
over it and press T.
Wait, Erwin, sorry, are you looking for Warpstone? I can set you up.
as it happens, I may be looking for the stuff.
Because I only gave you 1 bullet last time.
Just gonna open my mouth and like point at it, like lay it on me.
How did we establish how many bullets I actually got? Because I've no note. It just says I've written down Warpstone bullets.
I think I told you how many like doses it was good for. You
But I
gave
gave
him you gave him 1 outside the warehouse, didn't you?
Yeah, because he was wanting to do something.
Yeah. So what
Absolutely,
we'll do, right? I'm gonna give you the actual trapping this time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't know if you could create your own.
I don't know if I
trapping.
can make a trapping.
Sure you
I mean, you could just do it as stone bullets and just note that they are warpstone or rename them.
Well, no, because it's yeah, I suppose. We'll list it under drugs.
Doesn't Warpstone have a corrupting influence, even if you're just holding it anyway?
Yeah, it does have a minor corruption influence when you handle it with your bare hands.
Yeah, that's in a wee leather bag.
Yeah, we'll worry about
Okay,
that
so
as
if
the
you
time
look
comes.
in your trappings now, Kernt,
Yeah.
you'll see that you've got Warpstone.
Mhm.
You have 2 of them, so that's A
But
total of
heals-
like 2 doses
Okay. but
in
here's
terms
the
of what
other
a
thing
wizard
as
can
well.
use.
Remember, I'm also actually got the rope stone itself on me. I never gave that up.
Did you not give that
I
to
thought
the
you
witch
gave that to
hunter
Lorne.
Did I get
after Lorne made you hand it all over?
No, we talked to him. You tried to give him. I didn't think we showed the witch hunter.
Yeah, there's a reason why the witch hunter arrested
No, you're
you.
right. You're right. You fucking gave him the rope stone. I kept the bullets. That was it.
Yeah, I remember because he like cornered you both, didn't he? In the Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Lorne,
In the Elden
my
Ring.
Elden Ring.
Oh, me Elden
Oh, my
Ring.
Elden Ring.
Oh, the Elden Ring.
Oh,
The Olden Ring, sorry.
oh no.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Oh, my January 1st, 2022. Oh.
Okay, well. Owen, do you really need this?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, I just put it back under my coat, like a shady dealer.
Is that not how you're playing the character?
All right,
Hey, kid.
let's see some
All
dice.
right, let's do it.
Save me, Erwin.
Oh, but I do have to add the bonus myself, I think, in here.
So if you target the mutant,
Hmm?
ooh,
That's because it was a casting test you did, not a channel.
no, but he wanted to cast it.
No, I was casting, actually.
Oh,
he
right.
intended to cast it. So it's already given you the +2 SL because of your channel. So you actually had 0 SL, but because you were channeling, it's given you +2. But that's still a fail because you need 6.
Damn.
So you can fortune point it. See if you can do any better.
What's a weird roll, actually? Yeah, let's fortune point it. Oh. That just adds 1 SL. Yeah, I can't re-roll it.
No, you should be able to use fortune
Oh
to
no,
reroll.
no, he's got a point actually. It's not letting him use a fortune point to re-roll it. That's really weird.
It's weird.
Okay, you do the Darker Deal version. I'll just take the corruption off you, and then we'll just manually change your fortune.
Okay.
Not that it worked out.
I don't understand, Oh wait, yes I do. Haha, okay, cool.
What?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, so it's like what it's saying there is because you channeled it for +2. Even though you failed, it's still +1 because it would have been a -1, but the channel
Right,
makes it a
yeah.
+1. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, you have failed, and the magic fizzles out in your hands
Fuck.
uselessly.
Scheiße.
That needs a long channel to be definite, anyway.
Yeah, and that's not even the hardest one. I think if when I'm not exhausted, it'll be easier.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs unless you're a wizard.
Do you wish to take a move action, or are you just going to stand on the boat?
I'm just gonna stand on the boat.
All right. The mutant.
Goodbye, cruel world.
I just made this PC.
Is that a grapple test or
That is
actual attack?
that is an opposed strength test. Oh, sorry. No, I'm being stupid. You're right. Whoops. I did the wrong thing. My bad. It's meant to be that. Oh,
Oh my
fucking
God.
no. Oh, you shouldn't have
Oh,
said
shit.
anything, dude. You shouldn't have said a word. Oh, no.
So what's your next character going to be, bud?
I have no idea. I'll roll them up and let you know.
So that's gonna be that's gonna be 11 damage.
I
minus
think
toughness.
what I'm going to have to do for Siegfried is the... hang on. If I use a point of resilience to automatically pass that, does that remove the entangled condition from me?
It
or-
removes his advantage and gives you 1.
Oh my god, I'm going to have to do that just to survive.
You sure?
No, but I'm going to die otherwise, so...
I'll let you think about it.
I'm going to die otherwise, so I'm done it.
What you could do is if you go Kislev and a duelist, we could be the 3 amigos.
Right, okay, you've burnt a point of resilience. With a sudden ferocity and a yearning for life, you thrash yourself free from the entangling tentacles, and you kick and punch and claw, and you push your way out, and you get back to the surface, and you gasp for air.
I can breathe.
Remove the entangled condition. Gain 1 advantage.
Oh, you already did that for me. Or at
I
least
did remove the entangle, yeah. The mutant shrieks in anger and swims at you aggressively, its tentacles looming to try and seize you again. But Joseph arrives with a big fucking harpoon. So he's going to target that. Oh no, Joseph! He's fucked it!
Oh, Joe! Get my floaties on.
Oh dear. The freaky amphibious mutant deftly dodges around Joe's attacks and threatens to swallow him with its tentacles. Kern.
Joe. I can't go in the water. Guess I'm just gonna have to try and fucking shoot them again. Yeah. That's all I can really do. There we go, I can't.
It seems
Sadly,
like you dropped
you,
your arrow whilst reloading.
You cannot, and you fumble in your attempt to reload
Caught my
the
thumb
crossbow.
in the string. Ah!
Okay, we'll move on quickly. Alright, Siegfried.
I'm a little too
Can I climb out of the water at this point?
You can
About
try and
there.
climb up. I'll want a difficult climb test.
So it's quite sharp. I don't think that's going to go well, so I'm just going to take that dagger I have and try and stab the...
Okay, you now outnumber it.
Ooh, outnumber, yes. So that's a plus 20 modifier,
I
isn't
believe
it?
so, yeah.
Oh, hang on, that should have been higher because I was also attacking him from behind. But either way, it wouldn't have affected the roll, would it?
I don't think it would have made a difference there, unfortunately.
Damn.
Unless you want a fortune point.
I'm out of fortune, believe it or not.
Well then.
Hang on. I'll take a dark deal, but I'll just do it, re-roll it as a different attack. So I have the modifier for attacking him from the rear. Is that
Okay.
alright?
Yep, that's fine.
So that should be a modifier of stupid high. It's even worse.
Nope, still not.
So, corruption point for nothing. Alright, that's my turn done then.
Erwin.
Erwin! Erwin channel again. Yes.
Oh, hang on. Liam, just because it's the end of the round,
Wow.
the mutant, because he's outnumbered, should lose 1 point of advantage.
That's true. Thank you. Okay, Erwin's magic fizzles out in his hands once again. he's not having a good day. The mutant, meanwhile, is going to... it'll turn on Siegfried as you attempt to attack him again. And it will attempt to... What does it want to do? It's going to brawl with you.
So that's a weapon skill test, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's my dodge? Let me just see which skill's higher.
Don't forget you have a -10 for being in the water.
Yeah, but I've also got plus 20 from outnumbering him, so it's only a plus 10.
Mhm.
Dodge is 35. Yeah, I'll take a dodge test.
Oh dear. I don't think you've got anything to avoid that, do you?
Ideal.
If you want. That was a poor decision, I think. A bit of a poor decision.
It was.
Oh. Oh dear. Okay, Siegfried is knocked unconscious as the mutant begins to strangle him. Come on, Joe, I believe. Come on, Joe, I believe.
You could always try someone from the Border Princes. That could be interesting.
Joe blubs aggressively underwater, thrashing at the creature with his harpoon, desperately trying to free Siegfried.
Don't think I should be unconscious yet. I should be prone and...
No, you took 9 wounds. I think you had 7 left.
Yeah, so I should still be unconscious until I take one more wound, shouldn't I?
Oh,
Prone
when
until I take one more wound.
when it says unconscious on the hover over thing, that's what it says when you get reduced to 0 wounds.
Right, okay.
That's just a visual indicator. I can probably.
So I'm
I think I can. I'll fix that later. There is a way I can fix that.
Cool. So I'm technically still conscious, but that might change at the end of this round.
Oh my God,
So
Joe,
Joseph
please.
should. So Joseph should still have that plus 20 bonus
he
from
does.
outnumbering
He
and
does.
a plus 20 bonus from attacking in the rear.
Oh, he doesn't have that. Hang on a minute. He'll take that again.
At least until I'm actually unconscious.
So that should be. Oh, here we go.
Come on,
Joe.
Joe. Come on, Joe.
Come on, Joey boy.
Come on, man.
Hey, Joey! Hey!
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
oh my God, he killed it!
Nice.
Just as the light begins to fade from your eyes, and you feel the last gasp of air leaking out of your lungs as you see this mutant with its hands, its tentacles around you. Joseph's harpoon comes thrusting through its chest and slays the monster as it thrashes and gurgles in the water, and a pool of black and blue blood begins to fill the river as you are set free from the grasping tentacles as they fall limp.
I'd hurriedly try and get rope out towards Joe,
Okay.
forgetting Siegfried existed since he was under the water the full time.
I'm bobbing at the surface now.
Joe swims over to you, and he grabs you by the chest, and he's going to make a strength test. And drag you up from below the water before you begin to sink, and pulls your head above the water and holds you up towards Kernt and Erwin. Please, come on, get him! Help me!
You want to do that bleeding test to see if I've fallen unconscious at this point?
Yeah. What do you need to... It's an endurance test, I think?
Sure. Is it actually just in the character sheet if I just roll it and click bleeding? Apply bleeding. Now I'm unconscious.
Okay, Erwin or Kernt, are either of you going to help get Siegfried out of the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give him a hand.
Alright, whoever has the higher strength bonus, can you make a challenging strength test with plus 20?
Current, what's your... How strong are you?
Current strength is weak. You literally have the same strength. Identical strength. You are both
High five!
weedy nerds.
Hell yeah, high five.
Right, okay.
Weedy gang.
Kern, I guess. You can make the test with plus 20.
Average,
Challenging, please.
challenging.
But you said plus 20, so would that not just make it
It would make it
average?
Spindle gang.
it would make
no
it an
modifiers.
average.
Okay, I've got a minus 20 modifier anyway because I'm fucked.
Oh yeah, because you're fatigued. Oh dear.
I forgot about that since I wrote.
So for this extended test, you guys need to get a success level of 3.
Erwin, grab me by the hips!
Each round, each time you test is a round, and obviously each round he bleeds. So you need to get him out.
Oh, so there's no hurry.
Oh yeah. So, I guess I'll,
Plenty of
Okay.
other parts of the Empire
So-
as well, which
Si-
should be very interesting for a new character.
Sigrid, can you make a apply bleeding?
Jesus.
Christ.
I mean, at this point, it's just a 10% chance of completely dying.
So at what point do you?
It's either clots or I bleed out. That's the point. Or someone removes it. I can't do anything else at this point.
Bet you feel
Oh,
silly
it's
leaving
a-
monks
it's a-
behind now.
It's a damn shame you left the only surgeon behind.
Good God.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward that they left their fucking doctor behind.
Literally, he spends the entire first section of this having a fight and failing, and then gets injured and realizes he left
Oh, I
behind
see. So you
the
have one
professional
bleeding.
killer and the doctor.
So you have one bleeding condition. So if you roll below a 10, you die.
Yeah, essentially. However, if I roll a
let's get on the
double,
boat.
I heal the bleeding as it clots.
Yeah. What do you need to roll for it to clot?
Just a double.
If a double is scored on this roll, your wound clots, so that'll lose one bleeding condition. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So, Kernt, you can make another test.
God.
Are you sure?
Can I, can we, like, combine our Wheatley Strike to be as powerful as one man?
Yeah.
And, like, roll together or something?
Can you just
Joseph,
grab me
take
by
this
the hat?
test.
Joseph is helping from below.
Right, okay, I'm rolling. Is
Well,
that...
actually, Erwin is less fatigued than you are, so maybe he should take the lead.
Yeah, maybe I'll
You
go.
should. He's
Hey,
just
Antarius,
pulling me
you're
now,
no
that's
longer
what's
the most wounded in the party now.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, get up here!
Okay, so
Son.
we just need one more success. One more success level. Oh no!
I'm dead!
He's actually fucking dead.
It lasted an hour.
Alright,
Point of fate.
Oh my
Point of
fucking
fate.
god.
here lies
Holy
what's his
shit.
name. He was a merchant or
I was
something.
gonna say, just drop him in the water, you know.
Holy fuck.
Jimmy Kimball. Oh, he's great.
Point
I
of
grab
fate has
his
been
arms.
used.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
you're
still
burning, you're
alive.
burning a point of fate to not die, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord, that is funny as fuck. Holy shit.
We just pull on his
Two
arms with all our
weedy
might and
men,
we bring
too
up just
weak
an
to
arm.
save victim. It's like, can you imagine like the news
Oh,
report
God.
of like, man drowns underwater, other men too weak to save him?
I
Oh,
think the news
fuck, dude.
report would be saying they pushed him down into the water at that point. Oh god.
So, after much Herculean effort, you managed to haul Siegfried's limp body out of the water and bring him onto the freeboard. He is his wounds have clotted, but he is unconscious, and near state of death.
Fuck.
How would you rate this looting operations so far?
Rate your experience.
Joseph pants, leaning on the freeboard, gasping for air. Fucking monsters. Getting more of them every year.
Well, I guess we hitch off this boat and set it alight.
No, we can't do that. We can't have let what
gonna be
Siegfried
more
just
of them
went
around
through
here.
being in vain.
I
He
mean,
has a point.
there could be more.
Aye, well, this time we won't send someone on their own. We'll go as a group.
That's like this man is near dead. Let's go together.
But what are we going to do with him?
Look, someone wake up Antarius. We need him.
Shit.
We need a dead elf.
Honestly, at this point, Antarius has probably like heard all of the like ruckus going on.
To be fair, you're a
and
light
he's,
sleeper. You're an elf. You've probably heard most of this.
Yeah. So like I probably make my way up to the top of the deck and I go, what is going on?
Does anyone have the heal skill?
Sigurd nearly died.
No.
He got choked by a mutant. I need to get a drink. My throat's killing me. Hang on.
Aye, on you go. Pete. Joe. Sorry. Who the fuck's Pete? Who am I calling Pete?
Oh.
I do not have the heal skill.
Yeah.
Grunk does.
My character wouldn't have died at this point if it weren't for Runk anyway.
Yeah.
All in favour to set this boat alight and continue downstream.
Merry.
I like how I don't have a...
I'm
You know what,
guessing
yeah.
we're gonna lose 2 more if we set this alight. Unless they're somewhere else.
I don't know where we are, dude, but when we arrive, it's gonna be glorious.
I'm waiting for it.
Best thing about being
So-
home, roast dinners, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of my character's close combat abilities.
No, I can imagine not.
Well, I mean, you were kind of grappled and like fighting in water, so that's not really your fault. You're also probably wearing like leather or some shit, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have any armor.
Yeah.
I didn't even start off with a weapon other than a dagger, apart from I used my gold that I had to buy a bow. He is
Right.
the least fightery out of everyone.
So, I am back. What's going on?
So,
Can anyone help Siegfried? Like, I kind of point at him. It's like, can anyone actually help him?
I can help him of
not
his
high.
belongings, that's what I can do, but for his health, no.
Help him shuffle off this mortal coil.
The answer appears to be no. I don't think anybody has surgery skills whatsoever.
You don't need surgery, you just need heal.
No, I mean heal in any capacity.
Yeah.
I suppose they could take a characteristics test. I think it's intelligence. That would be more difficult than a characteristic test.
I'm a fairly intelligent man.
I'm willing to accept a hard intelligence test.
I guess the mage is the more intelligent.
I will.
Hey.
I will do this.
Cunt's intelligent.
Okay, make a
read a
hard
book.
intelligence test for me. If you fail, he dies.
Hon, nah.
no,
let's
I'm
do it,
joking.
let's do
I'm
it.
joking. He doesn't die.
There's not like a ship doctor or anything that can help this
No,
man.
no, there is not.
I am a doctor.
Fortunately,
I am
it, does
a
appear,
doctor.
it does appear that there is a ship doctor. As Owen decides to take it upon himself to apply some emergency triage. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing, but by pure common sense and logic, he manages to figure out a way to bring Sigrid round. Sigrid has regained consciousness. Most of the bleeding has been stemmed using various pieces of cloth.
I saw this when my sister cut someone once.
You have one wound.
Yep.
When you realise cunt's more intelligent than the mage. by a fair bit.
I'm gonna stand up, very woozy, and
No, don't stand up. You need to stay sat down. In fact, we need to get him down below. Let's get him into a hammock.
Right.
Joseph picks you up in his big, strong arms and carries you down towards
with
the
my
cargo.
2 points of fatigue, I can't even try to resist him.
Yeah, it's okay. His warm fireman's caress helps you feel safe and comfortable as he carries you down to the hammock.
But Joseph, who's going to appraise any of the cargo?
Don't you worry, Siegfried. Just rest. You'll be alright.
Is there a way across to the other boat?
Yeah, so Siegfried has got some grapples attached to it, and you're able to just
Okay.
kind of... It's just a small little leap. It's well, not even a leap, it's more of a hop. Just to get across to the other ship.
Okay. I'll make my way across.
Okay,
I need to figure out-
you jump the small gap and make your way onto the freeboard of the other vessel. It seems to be mostly abandoned. As far as you can tell, obviously there's a dead mutant off the freeboard now, but otherwise the deck is barren.
Can I just say, as Joseph is leaving, bring the cargo all over here
Is
before
there
passing out?
Mate, get your priorities sorted.
Is there a way down to the deck?
You take a look around, and you think that there is like a so it's like a barge, right? So there is like an interior cargo hold in the middle. The door for it appears to be locked or barred in some way. For whatever reason, you can't seem to get it open. There are two large canvas tarps on the upper deck that appear to be covering what look like you're not sure. There's something contained underneath them.
I'm gonna
Possibly
go and-
barrels, possibly crates, you're not sure. What are Kernt and Irwin doing now?
I'm gonna, come in after Antarius, reloading the...
Okay, so you've reloaded your crossbow, that's fine.
Go on, Erwin.
Alright.
I'm gonna make sure the ship's alright. You three stick together. Don't get ambushed.
Yeah.
Can I check the cargo and see what's on here?
Yep, so you start lifting the canvas tarp, and you pull away the rope, and looking underneath, it looks like there is a very, reasonably large number of, looks like wool and textiles of various different colours. There's some red, some blue, some yellow. Mostly, yeah, it's wool.
Okay. Can I evaluate how much this all is?
You're going to need to get a proper look at all of it, but looking at your skills, do you have evaluate?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay, make an average evaluate test for me.
God fucking damn it, dude.
You're not entirely sure, but you think the cargo, for what you can see on the deck, obviously you're not much of a merchant, you're not too familiar with values of commerce in the Empire. You can say what you get for it back in Ulthuan, which is probably somewhere in the equivalent currency of maybe 7 to 8 crowns, possibly.
Okay.
But you don't know whether it might be worth more somewhere else, and you're also not sure where would be the best place to sell it.
Right.
The only major trading hubs that you're aware of in the Empire are Marienburg and Altdorf.
Okay. So,
Meanwhile,
you mentioned that.
yeah, Irwin and Kernt will have also come across the barred door to get into the cargo hold that doesn't give way when you try to open it.
Oh, is this over here? Is it barred from the inside, eh?
It seems to be barred from the inside, from what you can tell.
Okay.
Haven't you got any fancy magic you we can use on this door?
I may. Bear with me a moment. I'm gonna flip through my grimoire, aka check the sheet.
I mean,
I
turning the axe laying around, we can just chop a hole through the floor.
What about?
could slip through, but it would be just me.
Can you get back?
Yeah, I can get back.
Oh, you can lift the door, yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say if you could slip through, and then you could just open up the door on the other side.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
It's been a long day in Taris, don't judge me.
Do I need to abstract some channeling, I guess, here then?
The only thing we need to test for is miscasts. Like, obviously, you're not going to get interrupted. So go ahead and just start channeling. Like, the only thing that we're looking for is miscasts.
Right.
7 rolls later.
I mean, he could roll. Oh my god!
That's pretty
Wow.
good.
Hang on, have you got advantage or something there?
What's that?
Yeah, that was a
You have
pretty
advantage.
huge channel, actually.
It's gigantic, yeah.
So yeah, you've had a plus 10 on that somehow.
What?
I assume you made like an average test?
Yeah.
Possibly? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know what? You're not in combat, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can make average tests. That's fine.
Yeah. I just did it like a normal roll, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you're not. I didn't think about that. You're not in combat, so yeah. Okay, carry on. Yeah, okay. You've
Nice.
channeled it. No problem.
Okay. Just pop it through.
Yep. So he stands there for a little bit, starts channeling this magic. The winds
Claps
of
his hands.
Orgu fly
Take
around him. And then you step through the shadows and are transported to the other side of the door. Wherein you are greeted by a shrill scream of terror as a woman,
Shite!
as a woman holding a knife, hiding behind the barrel up against the wall, screams in terror and holds the knife out at you in wild-eyed shock.
Guten Tag!
How the fuck did you get in here? What?
I walked.
What? You appeared out of nowhere.
You just weren't looking, that's all.
No.
Try to calm down. I'm not here to
wizard.
hurt you.
You're a wizard.
Yes, let's go with that.
Oi, wizard, open the door!
Yeah.
No, kill me.
Why would I kill you? I'm here to effect your rescue. Just bear with me a moment, eh?
Can you make for me a challenging charm test, Erwin?
Sure.
The woman only seems to get even more hysteric as you try to calm her down, and as you make your way towards the door, she holds a knife out at you very aggressively and slashes wildly in the air.
Yeah!
No, stay back, you,
Easy.
you wizard freak!
Please. It's been a long enough day.
What do you want? Why are you here?
We just wanted to salvage the ship and save everyone on board. That includes you. You would just be calm, please.
There is a long pause, and she looks over her shoulder at the door, and then back at you, and then back again. Wait, then why do we need to open the door if you can just walk through?
Because I can't walk through with you, can I?
Where are you, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Erwin. I'm from Altdorf.
No, I mean, where are you from? Who are you working for? Obviously, you're part of some salvage company, right?
Not exactly. It's a complicated story there.
Well, okay then, Mr. Complicated. Fine. Right, let's get this door open. But
Yeah.
if you've deceived me and there's people out there who are nasty, I'm going to be very cross.
That is completely fine. I guarantee you there's no one nasty outside.
You promise?
Pinky's promise. Pinky swear.
She
Hold
begins
on,
to
my
move the
little pinky.
barrel, and the Kern and Taurus, you can hear some grinding noises from behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then it creaks open as this woman peeks out, squinting at you both suspiciously.
I look at the woman and I call out, "Is this another one of your whore sisters?"
What?
9-9! This is just a very frightened, armed woman!
Well, I guess I step back and let her step out.
She comes out and looks at you both and then nods. Well, I guess I owe you thanks if you're not going to kidnap me or ransom me or try to kill me.
Why would we ransom you?
Well,
You want something?
well, you wouldn't. There would be no point in ransoming me because I'm not worth anything. So
Sure.
you're right. That would be a stupid thing to do.
Well, before we let you on our ship, we're gonna have to know who you are.
What's your name?
She looks from side to side for a moment. My name is Renate. Renate. My name is Renate. Renate of Renate Horsier. Yes.
Do I believe her at all?
I don't.
You probably not. Maybe. You think you can't. It's actually quite difficult to tell whether she's just really flustered or whether she's an amazing actor.
Look, love. Just give us your name, where you're from. We can send a message downriver and find whoever you belong to.
Look, I'm from Marienburg. My
Marienburg.
father was a Bretonian, and my mother was a seamstress, and I had a wonderful opportunity to work as an apprentice for the owner of this vessel. What's his name? Hang on a minute. One Mr. Sagel, Fritz Sagel. Maybe you've heard of him before. He's a well-known merchant.
I've
Possibly.
not heard of him.
Kern, can you make for me a average Law Reichland? You are indeed familiar with House Sagel. It is a merchant family that operates out of Marienburg. They are pretty well known for being one of the main exporters of goods that traffic goods from Bretonia into Altdorf. And indeed are most well known for their work in the wool trade.
Is this one of their ships then?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Sagel is dead. She turns and gestures awkwardly towards the door behind her.
Right. Well,
And how?
One of those creatures with the tentacles, it reached up and it broke through the floor and it dragged him under the water.
how? Yeah, we almost had someone with a similar fate trying to save you. Right. What's on the ship then? Is it just?
Well,
Usual-
there's a lot of cloth and textiles. That's what we were shipping. We collected them from what's it called, Bordeaux in Bretonia, and we'd been shipping them downriver. And well, this happened.
Are you,
Is the ship sinking from the?
There are
monsters
some
breaking
holes in
through?
it. I think there's some water in the bottom cargo hold.
Are there more down there?
No, I think I'm the only one left alive.
are you sure there isn't anything on this ship that would have prompted for an attack like this?
Is there anything weird in the air? Can I smell anything with sixth sense at all, or like my ethereal attunement, I should say?
So, looking around with your second sight, you can't see any evidence of any winds of magic being activated, apart from your own, obviously. But as far as you can tell, no, it doesn't seem like any sorcery has taken place here. You
I'll
can,
relay that to,
you can see the hole in the decking here, where it looks like there's like a man-sized hole in the decking, where it looks like someone could have been like dragged down and through it.
I'll take a peek, I think. And next into the lower cargo hold.
Yeah. So looking down, you can see the lower cargo hold, which appears to be covered in slime and filth. And
Can
indeed,
Erwin,
it looks like if you dropped down into that cargo hold, you'd be up to your knees in water.
Okay. Can Erwin slip down there? Then?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so
That's
make a let me see. What do I want from you?
Athletics or something?
Average climb. I'll take climb or athletics. Climb or athletics. I'll take either.
Okay, alright. Am I still exhausted?
Yes.
I guess so, yeah.
You lose your footing and slip. You lose your grip on the small hole and tumble to the ground, banging your knee quite painfully. Take one wound.
Scheiße!
I make my way over to the cargo hold. Nice shot
Renee,
on. Are you alright?
As you make your way inside, Renee slips past you and starts like trying to sidle away, hoping that Kern isn't paying attention to her.
Where you going? You going?
I'm just going to get some air because I've been stuck inside all this time.
Alright, well, seeing as the ship is no longer safe, I'm going to escort you back onto the bare belly. And
Well,
we'll
I don't think it's completely beyond salvage. We could bilge the bottom cargo hold. We can still save this ship.
Did you see those beasts? There could be more.
Well, you just said that you killed them, didn't you?
We killed one.
Well, I didn't see any others.
Are you sure you saw at least one?
I saw one. Well, I saw a tentacle, but
Could have
that's besides the point. Surely that must have only been one.
One took out all those men.
She
the three of us
seems
killed
oddly
it.
desperate to persuade you to try and rescue this ship.
Of course she is. Look, like I asked you again, why did they attack this ship out of all the others that pass through here every day? Is it you sure there's not anything on
Well,
this? We
Mr. Sagal thought that this was a safe route, so he didn't hire many guards. Maybe they saw that the ship didn't have many guards on it, and they thought it would be easy pickings.
I don't believe her. Well,
Honestly, it's kind of a disaster, because if I go back to Marienburg empty-handed, they'll think that I was responsible.
it'll be a shame if they do think that, wouldn't they? So, how about we go back on the bare belly and keep you safe, and if the ship's salvageable, Sean Tarius and Erwin will let us know.
She squints at you. Are you a pirate?
No, I'm a
Are
servant.
you trying to kidnap me?
No, I'm trying to keep you safe, miss. Do you not want to be safe? Do you not want one of those tentacles that come splashing up you and wrap you and take you down under like you did Mr. Sagan?
No, of course I don't. But you seem awfully insistent to make me get on your ship when this
Yes,
well,
'cause I'm-
well,
'cause I'm-
by the law of salvage, this is my ship now. I'm the last one alive on the crew.
So, as a gentleman, I need to keep you safe. So, by the law of man, you're going to come aboard the bare belly, where you'll be given some tea and
Oh,
food.
you are a fucking pig. Fine.
At
She stomps off and makes her way towards the grappling hooks.
Good. Right, yeah, of course I'll follow with them. I'll start to bring her down below.
Okay, you bring her below deck and show her to Siegfried, who is still in his hammock.
This here's the man who fucking almost died saving you, so you better be grateful. Now sit your ass down. I'll get a tea going.
A pleasure to meet you.
Wow, you look fucked.
But I'm gonna be back in a minute.
And that's the thanks I get for saving you.
Well, look, I was fine until your strange wizard friend showed up out of nowhere.
If
I was
I'm not
perfectly comfortable in my little hole.
if I'm not mistaken, you've got a bit of a leak going through your boat. Would that not have caused your ship to sink?
Well, I was sure that if I waited long enough, the mutants would get bored and they'd leave, and then I'd fix the hole, and then I'd have a ship. But instead, you decided to show up, and one of you had to be all like, oh, I'm a gentleman, and now get off the ship, and now it's his.
Well, there is the salvage fee, and your ship wasn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Salvage fee? Meanwhile, in the lower cargo hold, you can see that there are 2 holes in the ship. Looks like they're probably about tentacle-sized, and must be how they punctured through to get in here. Some of the textiles that are down here have gotten wet and soggy, so you think that their value is probably deprecated significantly. But there is still some salvageable cargo down here. There's also some dried food and rations.
Anything floating about that I could probably grab and toss up to Antarius?
So there are a few crates floating around of slightly wet wool, but not unrescuable. I don't know if you're a man with evaluate. Are you a man with evaluate? No, you're not.
I think it's a basic human skill, is it?
It is not. It is not.
Oh, okay.
No, evaluate is not haggle. No, they are different things. So no, Erwin has no commercial knowledge to really know how much this cargo is worth, but it's probably valuable.
Yeah, we'll throw some up to Antarius then.
Yeah, I'm fine here. Take some of these.
Okay. I start taking the crates and setting them to the side. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Okay. So there's quite a lot of stuff down here. You think it's probably going to take you the better part of an hour, maybe 2, to get all of this out of here, if this is the way you do it.
I hold a hand up. I was like, wait, Irvin, before we start getting all of this, how bad is the damage on the ship? Is it fixable?
To my untrained eye, bad enough. There's a lot of water down here. I'll slosh around for emphasis. Because I don't imagine Erwin really knows.
Because I am from Ulthuan, and we are boat people. Can I determine
boat people?
Yeah, we're boat people. Can I determine how bad the damage is to the ship?
You're a boat elf. Stay with the fucking boat.
Yeah,
Whereabouts
sure. Can you make a sail test for me, please?
Yeah. What do you want? Challenging, average?
Challenging.
God damn it, dude.
Hey, you got fortune point now.
Fatigue.
Oh yeah, you've got a point of fate now.
I'll use a fortune. There.
Looking over the damage, assessing it closely, you think that if you had 3 good men and some supplies of wood, you could probably get this thing shipshape again within a few hours.
Alright.
You just need a couple of buckets and a lot of manual labor.
Yeah. I say, Erwin, hold on a moment. I'm like, and then I look over to Kurt. Kurt, we can fix this ship.
Sorry,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kurt's gone. He's on the ship.
I would have said after I sat her down under deck, I would have came back up to wait on them coming over because I've got a bit of plan.
Okay, well then he can be calling for you as you arrive back on the ship.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, Kurt, we can fix this ship.
Can we? Aye. It's a shame we're setting her ablaze. Take what we can on the other on the berry belly.
Hold on. We can take this ship and we can sell it, along with all the cargo on it.
It's not our ship.
We could take the ship.
Look, Antarius, you're not from these parts, Antarius. The ship is one of a very known merchant guild. If you didn't hear what the woman just told me.
Okay.
Now, if we're seen selling its merchandise from its own ship, and we're recognised as not the crew, and then little Miss Marienberg, whatever her name was, goes twiddling away, we've got more heat on us. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the cargo, we're going to burn the ship, we're going to blame it on the women, and we're going to sell it.
You hear a woman's voice from behind you as you're speaking, and indeed the face of the woman that you'd rescued before pops her head into the doorway and says, "Well, you know, I am looking for a crew."
Can I have dragged myself out of the hammock and followed her once she left the bearer belly?
Yep.
So,
Did you hear any of that? Fine, miss.
Well, the way I see it, you're looking for an opportunity to get legitimacy, yes? With this vessel. And it could be as valuable to you as it is to me. Why don't we work together?
I can agree to that,
Because
honestly.
there's more in it for us if we do it ourselves.
Well, you're
Well-
not going to get anything by burning it.
Because
So-
Look,
thing-
I'm
thing-
a small-time peddler. I don't think big. This ship's too big for my
Well,
brain.
why don't you let people that can think big for you?
Sorry, miss.
Can I backhand?
What was your name again?
You can if you want.
Yeah, but like, she's disrespecting me. We saved her.
Well, go ahead. Make a.
That's how we do things in Scotland.
Let's see. Can I have a?
Well- Right.
What do I want from you? Unarmed weapon skill test.
I'm just playing my character, right?
The coward is actually attacking someone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a woman.
it's a defenseless woman, of course.
Oh wow, he rolled a 5. He rolled a fucking 5.
She rolled even worse. Oh, that's really funny. As she suggests that she can think big for you, you backhand her across the face, and she gasps.
Now sit there and be silent.
Why do you have to be like that?
I just ignore her. Antarius,
Hear me out a moment.
do you want to be a captain of this ship then?
No, but I think we can make a lot of money here if we play this smart.
Miss, did you say you were the current law that you are the owner of this ship?
She rubs her cheek with a scowl on her face. As far as the law is concerned, yes, this is mine now, and that's why I don't want you to set it on fire.
Well, do you have some parchment and a quill around? I'm sure we can draft up a legal document that would satisfy both of us.
What are you trying to imply?
Well, seeing as you have the legal right to this, but if I heard my companion correctly, this ship would sink quite quickly without 3 strong men to fix it. Clearly you can't do that alone. Is that correct?
Well, yes.
So perhaps we can come to an arrangement then where you sign over everything on the ship in gratitude for saving it, and we can give you a percentage fee once we've managed to sell it all.
She eyes you for a moment and then looks questioningly at Kernt and Antarius.
Seems like a good enough deal to me. I look
Yeah.
at Kern.
Just remember, if she doesn't hold up her end of the bargain, I'm not shyer.
Well, that's why we're drafting up a legal document.
As far as that can push you, right? Yeah. We're not in fucking the Donut Island of Elfland, you know. I don't know what you guys think about.
Look, I'm not a complete layabout, okay? I know how to sail a ship. I can get this thing to Weisbrook.
Before it sinks?
Well, no, but the implication was that you know I'm not a waste of space. I know how to captain a ship.
Well, let's get this agreement drafted then.
Well, maybe we can do that after we've repaired the ship, so it doesn't sink while I'm signing my name on some parchment.
We'll start working right now while you two handle the legality.
Yes, I'm sure we
of
can
all this.
draft that whilst the work is going on. And besides, we have no assurances that after the work is completed, you would actually sign the contract.
Oh, I'll assure that.
Can we get him like a white
Well, that's
desktop?
she rubs the back of her head awkwardly. Well, that's all well and good, but okay, this is awkward. I can't read.
Oh, that's fine. I can
That's
draft it.
perfect.
I can't.
And I'm sure you can at least sign your name,
But
being on a merchant vessel.
Well, yes, but well, I guess I don't have a choice really.
So I'm assuming I know at least the basics of drafting up a trade agreement as a trader.
Let's see. What's your
I
intelligence?
don't have a legal skill, but
You do have intelligence. Okay, you are not capable of making a bulletproof deal, but rather a bulletproof contract. But you know the basics of how to draft an agreement.
so I'll start drafting that. But I'll also just get it to describe the situation.
In fact, we can
and that-
determine the quality of it by having you make an average evaluate test.
God, I'm exhausted. This is not going to go well.
Can I assist him since I also am good
Well,
with-
you would need to then be sat around with him, helping him draft out the agreement instead of working. on the ship.
Okay, I'll just work on the ship. That's fine.
We
Evaluate.
need 3 strong men.
Ah, there it is.
3 strong men. Unfortunately, we don't
Yeah.
have any.
Do we have any?
But you do because Joseph has come to help.
God,
Oh, thank God.
my God, I've done so badly.
So you do manage to draft out the basics of an agreement. You think it's pretty good.
But I'm half
Whether
deaf.
or not it'll hold up in a court of law in Reichland is another matter. But it seems pretty good to you. You can't find anything wrong with it.
Hang on. What was the percent I put in it for her?
You're gonna sign over 25% of the profit,
Cool.
and she gets to have the ship. She owns the ship. You own the cargo.
I suppose I rolled so badly I can't sneak anything further into my advantage.
Well, you can, but whether or not the court of law might go, oh, well, actually, according to this specific schedule in the imperial publication of blah blah blah, you actually that's an invalid clause.
Yep, that's fair. To me, my mind, it pretty much just says it was attacked, sole survivor, signs over cargo in payment of salvage.
Meanwhile, for lack of an idea of what to use for craft, I guess I would like you guys to all make... Everyone who is working on the ship needs to make either a challenging intelligence test or an average boat building test.
Building.
I guess I could use intelligence.
I don't think I have boat building.
Oh my god, it's a trader.
Oh wait, Siegfried. Maybe Siegfried. Are you building or is he like fucking still ill?
Sigfrid is
I'm
busy
still-
drafting the document.
Oh, is he?
Fortunately, between Joseph's handiwork and Antarius's quote unquote handiwork, you managed to over the course of the next 3 hours, it starts to get towards the late end of the day. You finally managed to bilge the last of the water out from the vessel, and you've just about managed to get things sorted. Can everyone please, here we go, can you make an average endurance test if you've been working on the ship?
This-
I take it me doing just writing.
No, you
doesn't have-
don't need to do it, you were drafting.
Phew.
Because that was some knackering work, I'm afraid.
I'm just sitting with my tank top and tennis, watching.
Antarius, whose main contribution was just saying, "Yes, we are a boat people," over and over again. It's very tired.
We are boat
Antarius,
people.
unfortunately, Antarius, you've got another point of fatigue.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How is your endurance 86?
I have like 76 endurance, dude.
He's
Oh
a
my
tough cook.
god, that's so high.
Elf.
Elf.
So high.
Yeah, he's actually really powerful. His toughness is really fucking high. It's 66.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
So finally, you have managed to get this vessel sorted out. Does it have a name? That's a good question.
Antarius, having said the word boats over and over again, has worn himself out, and now he's just like laid and like on the boat, just like staring at the sun, defeated.
So with the work done, Joseph sits down and wipes his brow, and as he's drinking some grog, he says to you, "Well, as far as the law of the river is concerned, when it comes to salvaged boats, any members of the crew are considered de facto to have ownership of the vessel until it can be traced to the next of kin. Until such a time, you are able to keep any profits that you make as salvage fees. It's also considered common, if not legally expected, for the next of kin to give you a reward if you return the vessel to them. Because obviously, if you didn't, then most people would just keep the ship and not bother finding next of kin."
Aye, but Mr. Siegel died, so...
Mr. Siegel did die. I don't know whether he's got any descendants that you might be able to hand it over to. Whether or not you'd be able to find them, I don't know.
Ask the lady. Not that.
What I will say, though, is I think it might be prudent for you lot to take over this ship while I get the better belly back to Weissbrook.
Just trying to get rid of us, Joe.
I'm mostly thinking that you can make a lot of money doing this. And you've told me before already you were interested in buying into me barge. Well, here you go. You just got yourself a barge.
Fair. Yeah. Good enough.
I look at Joseph, and what about our little arrangement?
What do you mean by his little arrangement?
Like a couple fucking
Let me just check my
sessions ago.
notes, see if I wrote this down. You might need to remind me.
So me and Joseph spoke privately about him picking up more warpstone, and instead of delivering back to Bogenhofen, he would deliver it to the elves.
Oh, okay.
Why
Yeah.
would the elves want warpstone? Sorry, out of character question.
I just want them to sell it, honestly, or like they could use it for a reason. Like we would. There's definitely like some benefit for doing it. I'm just not too sure as to what.
Aren't
It's
the
very
high
li-
elves just as stuck up as dwarves when it comes to warpstone?
Well, I guess we'll find out in character, won't we?
Yeah,
So that's enough
exactly.
of that. Right. So Joseph looks awkward for a moment. He pulls at his collar and then he nods and smiles. Says, "Yeah, of course, Antarius. Whatever you say, mate. I'll make sure it gets to where it needs to go. You know what I mean."
Yep. Okay.
Speaking
As long
of,
as we
are
keep
you
to that.
are you lot still going to be looking for sand?
I think it was. Yeah, likely he's. Well, they're getting the warpstone from somewhere, aren't they?
I'm afraid I don't know too much more about their little operation, but yeah, most of the contact that I did with him was in Altdorf. Although whether he'll still be there now that, you know, you lot are on his trail, I don't know.
Exactly.
He definitely knows we're onto him, or well,
Well, yeah, I
the
see it.
operation in
I can
Bogenhafen
get the
broke
better
down.
belly back to Weissbrook. From there, I'm gonna push on to Altdorf. I can make sure that your mate's sister Gianna, I can make sure she gets back to Altdorf safe. Why don't you take Siegfried with you? Because he'll know what he's doing on the ship. And you got this woman as well. Apparently she knows what she's doing. You should be able to get this thing where it needs to go.
I wouldn't really say Altdorf's safe. If you're thinking of safety, I'd maybe not go straight
Well,
into it.
Kent, I've got to be honest
Oh.
with you, mate.
Joe, I grab him, and I'm looking at him, there's like a relapse of this vision, and just don't go into Altdorf.
Kent, you scare me. You and your mates scare me. You get into some fucking insane shit. I'm trying to be nice, but I don't want to be around you anymore.
Now, lucky we got this ship. Now, don't fucking go all the way. Don't go to Altdorf. Trust us. We'll go there. I guess you're gonna find out what happens.
What do you mean?
Something's coming. Something's coming. I don't know what, but I've been seeing it, Julia. And trust me, I've been seeing
What the fuck?
all of it.
You didn't used to be like this.
It's been recent, but
I can't. I think.
Just trust me on this one. For the length you've known me, just trust me in this. I think there's something about me that's changing. So I
Listen,
need you to, don't
I've
go.
got a job that I need to do for Antarius. I'm gonna do that job, then I'm gonna sell me fucking ship, and I'm going back to Talabheim.
Good. Do that.
Because
This will be the last time we
this
see.
is fucking cursed. I got into this business, thought I'm making a lot of money, and instead I almost got arrested by the Inquisition, and then I nearly got killed by some fucking monster.
Well, I'm sorry for that, but
You do whatever you need to do. I'm gonna get Gianna back to Weissbruck, and I'm gonna get the Better Belly to a safe harbour, and I'm just gonna do what I have to do.
I think that's better. It's best. Just be safe.
I hope that whatever the fuck is going on with you, I hope you sort it out. I really do. Because you need to, because it's fucking you up, mate.
I hope so too.
Joseph gets up from the box that he's sitting on. He pats you on the shoulder, and then he starts making his way towards the Bearer Belly. Wow, that was really intense, says Renee.
I'd like stand up straight, posture myself as if I'm gonna strike, but I just walk off.
She lifts an eyebrow, watching as you walk away. Meanwhile, Erwin and Antarius, you've finally managed to crawl yourselves out of the cargo hold. Sweaty from effort, but done, at least.
How I love them.
This is all a little
Well, Renee claps her hands after a long pause of silence. We need to get to Weissbruck, because we have cargo to sell, and it's only going to get more deprecated as we wait. We have a contract to fulfill.
Yes, indeed we do.
Yeah.
Why are you not enthusiastic? We're going to make money.
I'm
Antarius,
Yeah.
was there any cargo worth salvaging beneath deck? We don't want it staying wet for the trip to Weissbruck.
By this point, you've managed to mostly dry out the bottom cargo hold. What was left of the trade goods that you thought could be salvaged are still in the cargo hold. The rest has been disposed of if it was completely useless.
Not too bad. There's definitely some money to be made here.
Antarius thinks, after carrying on his evaluation afterwards, you think you've probably got maybe somewhere between 10 to 15 crowns worth of cargo here.
Good little bit of money for the four of us.
Especially
just
considering
before-
it's all net profit. You didn't spend anything to buy the goods.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just before the Bearer Belly sails off, I take it was easy enough to move my mule and cart over?
Yep, that's fine.
And
They also
horse.
moved over the Galathriel.
Yeah.
Clamray, you're not. What to do with Clamray is the question here.
Well, I'm not Lorne, so...
Actually, I would ask Joseph if he could return Galathriel to Altdorf.
Oh, take it back to the embassy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then tell my cousin that we'll be in touch soon enough. Just so much sake.
Yeah, he agrees to do that. He also says that he'll look after the Bretonnian's horse until he can get in touch with Primus von Bildhofen.
Okay.
In that case, let's raise the anchors.
Yep.
Wiping some of the slime off of the capstan, you manage to get the anchor raised. And hang on.
I guess I'm gonna get fucking some good and needed rest for cunt.
I think we all need some rest now. Is that everyone on 2 fatigue or something ridiculous like that now?
Okay,
I'm
we
on
should all
two
be
fatigue.
on. We should all be on the new map, I think.
Yeah.
The world map.
I think it must be loading for me because it's just black at the moment.
It's such a lovely map.
Oh, these haven't initialized. That's such a shame.
Man, I'm fucking.
Oh wait. Oh, there we go. Right, so if I delete that.
There we go.
Ah, cool. Okay, give me a sec. Just gonna get a drink.
Man, I need this map and like framed in my room or some shit. It's so pretty. So, right. What's Albion?
Albion is essentially England. It's populated by Scottish equivalent people, so Highlanders, follows a very Celtic religion, and is surrounded by storms of magic.
Yeah, it's kind of very Celtic. There was like a whole thing way back in the day.
Sounds
It
like
was
the
one of their
Roman version of Britain.
it was one of their summer campaigns. I don't know
Yeah.
if they still do them, but there was like one in Fortigan, and there was one in the Old World, and there was an Albion one. So all the armies. So it was. I think it was behind fog or cloud or something. People
Storm
go
of
there and
magic,
get
it
listed.
was.
Yeah, that was right. And there was like druids and stuff on there.
So you had truthsayers and something else that were trying to lift the veil of magic.
Yeah, because I was always looking around. I'm like, where's the fucking Celts?
And there was like a big scramble because like the Empire and Britannia and all that dwarfs as well. They just scrambled there to sort of like build colonies. And
Looking at
That stuff on
Talia's like Italy, Estalia's fucking Spain, Border Princes is like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. I think the most up-to-date version of the lore
The border
has
princes
Albion.
are the Balkans, mate.
I think the current version of the lore has Albion as somewhat difficult to access, but still possible to get there now. I think most recently it was touched on by Gotrek and Felix, who got teleported there somehow. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Such a pretty map.
I think you're right. I haven't read anything about it.
there is like south of Tilia and all that. There's Arabia, isn't there?
Yeah, where the Tomb Kings. You've also got Cathay more to the southeast of the west.
Yeah, we'll
Wastelands.
see that in the new Total War game.
I
Yeah,
think there's India one as well. I can't remember what it's called. Indus, something like that.
Actually, I've not heard of that one.
There's a weird Australia, which is a high elven colony as well. It lost.
Yeah, and then you've got Lustria, where you've got the Dark Elves and Lizard Men.
That's like fucking America.
America. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you
Right.
go up to Canada and you've got fucking the best character in the game, the Dark Lord himself.
Warhammer's
Okay, right,
Canada's.
let's get going. Let's get going. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys are now in possession of, of your own boat for the time being, and you a large section of the campaign that this book revolves around does revolve around river travel and going to different locations and also moving cargo. There are certain trade rules that are involved, which I will publish for you guys at the end of the session for you to familiarize yourselves with. So these are like trading rules for various different types of goods and where you can move them, where you can sell them to, stuff like that. So there's like a little mini game of trading goods around as you move from place to place as you go through the plot.
Oh, can we be pirates, please?
So you are on the River Bogan. After a hearty farewell, likely involving much copious alcohol, the Berabelli has set off in separation from you guys. You can all have had a long rest, everybody involved, as it takes you a good 2 days to reach Ricebrook from where you are.
Yay, I can remove the 1 point of fatigue.
Yeah.
How do you do a long rest? Just
So, to do the long rest, it's essentially, you see the wounds, you've got the bed icon.
yeah, click that.
You click that, and it's just the roll. Mine's coming up average, is that
Actually,
correct?
I think what I'll do, I will let you all have 2 long rests.
Okay.
So, remove 1
journey.
point of fatigue, then take the first roll of wounds, then remove a 2nd point of fatigue, and roll the 2nd one.
So
Yeah,
is
so-
it just
Click bed,
average?
do the things, remove fatigue. Click bed, do the things, remove fatigue.
0 wounds healed.
So is it
Impressive.
average?
Oh,
Should be,
because
yep.
I've got.
Wow. Mega.
Well,
So
I'm
you
alive.
you all should have recovered 2 fatigue, at the very least.
Oh, full one's healed. That was my 2nd long rest.
oh my god, Antarius, fucking hell.
I am fully recovered.
You're a monster.
Antarius'
Yeah.
body knits itself back together with astounding speed. Truly, he is a mutant.
I'm still. Oh shit! I'm still fatigued by 2.
You need to remove those manually.
Oh, okay. So just once because I failed my last.
You will automatically remove the point of fatigue after a long rest. That's what we house ruled it, I think, when it first came up.
Oh, I'm back. Am I rolling something?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah, you're
resting
getting
up.
2 long rests. So you take
So
one
take
long
your
rest.
roll.
If you go to your wounds on your character sheet, there is a little bed icon. And if you click that, it will let you do a long rest. After you've done the first one, remove 1 fatigue, and then go and do it again. I am rebirthed like the Phoenix King himself.
If only you regrew that hand of yours.
God, wish.
So yeah, you've now gained 3 wounds back.
With
that
this, you can also recover any fortune or resolve points that have been burnt.
Woo!
Very nice. I'm in tip-top shape.
I'm functioning. I think when you get to do that another time. There we go.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay, so sailing up the River Bogan, finally you pull in to the small town of Weisbrook. Originally little more than one of many tiny fishing villages along the River Bogan, Weisbrook has, in the past century, grown rapidly into a bustling port for goods and travellers moving between Bogenhafen and Altdorf. As you guys arrive, you're able to dock up and berth here. There's no sign of the Berabelli, from what you can see. He did have some head start on you, but there's no sign of him or of Joe when you arrive at Weisbrook. He did say that he was making his way straight to the embassy at Altdorf to drop off Galathril. As you arrive, though, you're getting busy rigging up the decking, and you are kind of free to go and explore several things. There are a few points that you have here. You have an opportunity to buy equipment and supplies. You might be interested in selling some of the salvaged cargo that you recovered. You might be interested in looking after or trying to find out more about the witch hunter that was trying to track you down who you encountered here before with his thugs. And there's also the herbalist that you met at the Schaffenfest. She lives here as well.
right.
And she had...
I don't think any one of us, though, knew she lived here, apart from Runk. Or maybe Lorne as well.
Yeah, no, I suppose not.
Well, I can remedy that anyway. I guess I'm going to the herbalist to help get this flux soothed.
That kind of makes sense, to be fair.
It's the only place in, like, forever.
What was her name again? Did she say that she had a contact to sell the wool in Weisbrook?
She doesn't have a contact to sell the wool. That was intended to be shipped to Altdorf. But she thinks you might be able to get a decent price for the wool in Weisbrook.
Okay. Could I go through the cargo then and see what will probably deteriorate in quality before we get it to Altdorf? Or whether everything is just in the same quality that can be gotten. And would I be able to see what I think we could sell it in Altdorf for, in my opinion?
You're going to need to make an average evaluate test. Antarius can help you if he so wishes. In fact, I think Antarius is better at it than you, so you can help Antarius.
Antarius, what's your evaluate skill?
57.
Yeah, yours is higher. Damn.
58, yeah.
I'll assist you then.
Antarius can take an average with a plus 20. So I guess that'll be easy.
Okay. I don't know if I can fail that. Yeah.
So, considering what you've got, you think if you sold it here in Weisbrook, you think if you sold everything that you had at the moment, you could probably make about 13 to 14 crowns. It'd take you the majority of the day to get it all sold. It would need at least 2 of you to do it. But it could be done. You'd probably make a profit of about 13 crowns. Alternatively, you could sell some of it here and make yourself about 3 crowns, and then carry the rest on to Altdorf to see if you could make more money there. You could probably sell the stuff that's deteriorated a bit for about 3 crowns here, but if you carry on towards Altdorf, it might not last the trip.
Yeah.
I would say let's just sell the deteriorated stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm in agreement with you there, Antares. Also, that would provide us with a bit more space should we wish to buy more cargo to sell in Altdorf.
What is our cargo again, lads?
Wool and
Just
textiles.
Wool.
wool, just textiles. Well,
Yeah.
I say we get rid of like the deteriorated. But what's the word I'm looking for? Let's keep the raw materials for the capital, for the merchants and the crafter holes there.
Kern, you've noticed that there are 2 merchants who are stood on the dockside of Weisbrook. And you've noticed, much to your alarm, that they've actually been staring at you for possibly the past 3 to 5 minutes. They're occasionally muttering to each other.
I'm gonna look over to them and I'm gonna tug my ear twice.
The two of them look at each other awkwardly, and then one of them looks at you and scratches the back of his ear repeatedly.
Right. Then I would kind of motion with my hand towards the, like, as if to come aboard. I turn around to get back onto the ship, and as I do, I'd mutter to the rest of it. The 2 men approaching, let them aboard, don't ask questions, but keep wary. If they do come.
You can see that the 2 men are indeed making their way towards your ship.
Right, I guess I...
What are you getting us involved in here?
these are the men who've been following me. So just keep an eye out. Let's hear what they have to say.
They've almost reached the gang. Have you lowered the gangplank?
I guess so.
All right. So these two men, they're dressed in like mid-silver types of clothes, reasonably wealthy, but not very much. They start making their way up the gangway, and then one of them, the one in the front, with a large mustache, he starts talking. Hello, my name is Eric von Gramdorf, and I am a merchant. I sell goods, and I trade. It is nice to meet you. I think you must have cargo. Yes, that you're trading here in Weisbrook. Well, I can offer you a great deal on your cargo.
Oh yes, Eric von Maestro. What is this?
No, sir. My name is Eric von Gramdorf.
Gramdorf.
Yes.
Well, I have the cargo.
Indeed, you are in possession of wonderful cargo. That is excellent. I am most curious, sir, as to when perhaps that cargo might be available.
Well, I think we need to agree on a selling price. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. Who? The two men look at each other for a moment, and then look at Siegfried, and then they look at Kern, and they're kind of they're giving him this questioning look.
This man is my advisor.
Oh, I see. You are an advisor. Very, very good. Hello. One of them reaches out his hand towards you as if to offer you a handshake.
I'm gonna look at it and then slowly go to shake it.
The man grips your hand very firmly and gives it an almost robotic shake as he shakes it back and forth very firmly. Then he lets go.
On the availability of the cargo, to where may I find a purchaser for it?
Well, that is most excellent. Thank you for talking with us. Goodbye. The two men immediately start leaving after shaking Siegfried's hand.
Sigrid.
I'm gonna check my pockets.
Sigrid, didn't I tell you just to sit there and watch?
No, you didn't. You said to welcome them aboard.
All of them.
You go to check your pockets and you can't find anything in there, but as you pull your hand back out, looking down at it, you see that there is a purple print on your palm.
Can I read it, or...?
It looks to be like it's very smudged because of the way that it was delivered, but clearly it's meant to be some kind of message. It looks like it might resemble an eye.
I'm gonna show my hand to Kurt and say, does this mean anything to you?
Don't I recall seeing this?
You might do. You saw it on Castor Lieberung's body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back when I found his body next to the water. And it was on his hand.
It was a tattoo that he had.
It was a tattoo.
On his
so
chest.
this is just a part of. Why did Mark? I'm just looking at it. Why did Mark you? I've seen this. It was on the Herr Lieblum's body. I can't say that name. Herr Lieblum. Liebern. It was on his hand, but I guess it's just the mark of this cult where we've been pursuing us, rather.
Why'd he have it painted on his hand? That just seems strange.
The fact of the matter is, I owe them. Well, apparently, I or Herr Lieblum owes them money, but so I was expecting some more information from them, but they just. I don't know. This is
Well,
going to do.
troubling. We'd better
Hey.
not linger here too long then.
Well, I wouldn't walk around with that on your hand. I'd try and rub that off.
I'm in agreement with you there. And I'm just gonna try and wipe my hand clean. A bit of scrap cloth.
Oh, and second, no, on second thought, why don't you just wrap your hand up, keep it there, 'cause I have a feeling we might need it.
Fine, but if any witch hunter or inquisitor comes looking, I'm wiping it off.
If you're curious, why don't you talk to the mage? She surely knows something about whatever that is. As to say, it might be some magic seal, and now you're cursed.
I don't believe in that foolhardiness.
Well, it's on here, Librum's hand.
I'm gonna glare at you. I'm just gonna shout to Antarius, let's get this cargo unloaded and see if we can find somewhere to sell it.
Yes. To help with the cargo and try to see if we can make a sale, make some money.
Make some cash here. Yeah, I'm helping unload the cargo at the moment.
Shit, I just told them I have the money when I don't. Fuck.
None of us
I
caught
don't
that.
even know how much money. Like that's the problem.
What was in that letter that it said you would inherit? That's probably...
Well, this is Antares. This is what I've been trying to follow and trying to make sense of. You know, apparently I'd looked the spitting image of this here Librung, who's undoubtedly some nobleman. But the man's dead. And he's wrapped up in this occult. He owes him money, but that letter was, I think it was a trap in the end. You know, I wasn't too sure till 2 days after. And oh, of course, but my idea, or my suspicion, is this here Librung is a catalyst to what may transpire in Altdorf.
So, you have received this mysterious message from these two very obvious cultists. And now, you kind of need to decide what you're going to do next as a group, because you've actually arrived in Weisbrook, and at this point you obviously you're on the trail of Sand and his company. But as far as tracking them down is concerned, well, you need to go and find yourself some leads.
Well, like I said, I think Kunt is looking for a nice remedy for his tummy. So I'm gonna ask one of the boys if he's gonna walk through the streets with him, find out.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to go with Kurt?
I think me and Antarius were going to sell the stuff.
I'll go with Kurt. I wanted to write a letter to Altdorf at some point here to let my master know what's been going on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So we will resolve the selling, and you can draft your letter between sessions. But we'll resolve the scene for Kurt now. So you the pharmacist is pretty well known, and the local people on the dock are easily able to direct you to where you need to go to get some medical assistance. As indeed she's one of the most renowned physicians in Reichland, a point of pride for Weisbrook. The talent of their physician is well known, and indeed she's been called upon across many different cities in Reichland to treat some very prestigious and important people of their maladies.
So it looks like a healthy city.
Well, as far as you can tell, nobody here is sick or dying of the plague that you can see. Whether or not you want to go and do a census. You make your way up the main street of Weisbrook.
I wonder if they've heard the tales of the masked vigilante of Bogenhof.
You're told that her house is next door to a place called the Happy Man Inn.
That's convenient. I guess we could stay in the inn.
Which is one of the most popular watering holes among the locals.
It'll be good if we get into a fight in there. We can just go next door.
There's as you arrive, you make your way up the street. It's only about a 20-minute walk to get up to the Happy Man Inn, following some directions. You arrive outside this pretty nice-looking cottage. It's like a lovely little townhouse. It's got a little garden out the front. Has been recently painted. It's got nice whitewashed walls and a terraced roof. And the windows have these like boxes of herbs and flowers resting on them. And but as you make your way over, you notice that one of the windows has been smashed.
Does it look recent, or as if it's just... Is there like glass in the floor?
The house is otherwise really well maintained. There's just this one smashed window.
Oh, shit.
So is there
Can
like
you both?
glass?
Can you both make an average perception test?
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Promising. Very promising. Well done.
Oh,
Excellent.
so
Wonderful.
close.
Perfect.
Making your way over to the window, you peek inside to see what's going on, and looking inside, you can see that the window looks like it has been smashed from the outside, and it seems like probably someone climbed through the hole. Looking through, you can see that there is broken furniture, broken glass, smashed cutlery, a fallen over wardrobe inside in the building there, inside the room that you're looking at through the window. There's ripped open drawers, some chairs have been knocked over. Very obvious signs of a violent struggle.
Shouldn't we grab one of the guards, or...
Historically, not the best idea for our little crew. It seems like a robbery, a burglary or something. Yeah, let's.
Well, I guess we could just dip into the inn and let someone know. The last thing I want is us to be seen around the crime scene.
Yeah, good point. Let's let someone know in the inn.
Okay. Stepping away from the ransacked cottage, you make your way into the Happy Man Inn. And seeing as we've had Romulo and Antorius dip, I think we will need to call it there for now.
Great session, guys. Yeah, it's really good. I had a great time.
So, we're going to give out, I think, 50 experience for everybody at a baseline.
Does that include those two that were...
Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Yeah, sure. Why
drown.
not? They can have 50 XP.
They listened in.
They got a participation trophy. Or lack thereof. So 50 XP as a base. Siegfried, you can have another 20. Make that 25 actually.
Thank you.
And we will take votes for the best role player today. Starting with Joe.
Everybody was pretty on point today. I don't really have something that jumped out at me. I'll give some pity to Siegfried for almost drowning and dying though. Like that was brutal and horrible.
Okay, Lex.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to my boy Rum. No. I'm probably going to go Kern. Took command, you know, he showed the ladies who's boss.
What?
is true.
Oh god, the misogynist
true.
vote. Okay.
Actually, yeah, you know what? I'd like to change mine for the misogyny vote also.
I mean,
Put
I'm
them
not
in their
saying
place.
it was a better time, but I'm slightly envious.
Mean.
All right, Quinn.
Sorry, I'm purposely just being quiet there. Fucking Siegfried because he almost died.
Yeah, he like.
Experienced it seems.
Yeah, that's true. Poor guy.
And Ben.
I'm gonna give it to Kern for the wife beater.
What the fuck, guys? Holy shit. Okay, look, we're meant to be rewarding
Just
good
encourage
roleplay.
me to move
Fuck.
on.
Right. Okay. Whatever.
I think in that case, then I'll give it to Withold for making the meme about it.
All right. All right. Okay. So, Kern, you're gonna get 40 experience.
Yay.
Can we just say to anyone who watches this, we're not at all in favour of any of the things raised in this episode.
We're not in favor of anything unless it's really funny.
But, you know, it was a move that suited his character, and that's the defence we're using
Right,
to
yeah.
let their awful behaviour.
Oh, exactly. He's a grey sort of character, you know.
Look, I'll say this before you write
Black.
anything in the comments. Just remember, he's Scottish. It's not his fault.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's normal.
So,
Normalized
so
there.
Kern is getting 40 XP because we didn't do it last week. So it's a double whammy.
Nice. That's our last. Well, that's the thing. It's a thing in Scotland. Like women and men fight. That's our breeding ritual. Usually the women are stronger though.
You get overpowered.
You seen Scottish women?
Okay, yeah, I'm with it. Yeah.
Right, and on that bombshell, I'll stop the recording.